So the FBI is at it again. Shayne Copland, who is the CEO of Polymarket. Polymarket is a betting market that placed bets on the presidency, whether or not Donald Trump would win. It also places bets on any other things. You could basically gamble on anything that you want through this website. The CEO was raided by the FBI, and his phone and all of his electronics have been seized. Not too much information at this time. As always, we are very, very speculative or cautious about what the FBI is doing. There's a lot of speculation that since Donald Trump won, this is a way they're going to try to put some sort of election fraud or something in Polymarket. That's the speculation. That's just completely out of thin air. Nobody knows anything. Nobody knows the real story yet. There was a New York Post article about a gambler who made $85 million when they gambled on Donald Trump. Let's look at this New York Post article. Polymarket whale raked in $85 million on Trump win, millions more than previously reported. The French whale who bet millions on Donald Trump when raked in $85 million in profits, more than $50 million more than previously reported, according to the report. The anonymous bettor, who goes by Theo, was previously believed to operate 4 separate accounts on Polymarket, the online betting platform that sold Donald Trump and Kamala Harris contracts ahead of the presidential election. Americans were not permitted to trade on Polymarket, though the platform is planning to return to the U.S. But the trader created an additional 7 accounts in October after news outlets started to pick up his outsized bets, according to chain analysis research reported by the Wall Street Journal. Theo placed more than $70 million on bets that Trump would win the Electoral College and the popular vote across 11 accounts, all of which had unassuming names like Princess Caro, Jen Zigo, Rep Trump, according to the Journal. The mysterious French trader also told the Journal he downplayed the size of his bets for reasons of personal safety and to limit the disruption in my personal life should my identity be disclosed someday. So we still don't know who this trader is, but what we do know is that it is not looking good for the CEO at this moment in time. There are some federal regulations regarding online gambling, online trading, and we are not sure exactly what they're looking for. Here is NBC on the rating of the Polymarket CEO. FBI raids apartment of election betting site Polymarket CEO and seizes cell phone, source says. FBI raided Polymarket CEO Shayne Copland's home after the website election betting market controversially predicted Donald Trump's win. It was not controversial. It was more accurate than the legacy news media, and it was more accurate than anybody else, and it knew the election, Donald Trump, at like 10 p.m. on Polymarket. I know because I covered the election utilizing Polymarket on November 5th, and Polymarket had determined it around 10 o'clock that it was 95% chance of a Donald Trump victory. New York City, the FBI seized a cell phone and other electronic devices of betting site Polymarket CEO Shayne Copland in a raid on his New York City apartment early Wednesday, according to a source familiar with the matter. The search comes shortly after the company's markets wagered correctly and controversially. See how they keep saying, oh, it's so controversial, in Donald Trump's favor in bets for who would win the presidential election, despite opinion polls showing a tight race. Obviously, the opinion polls were completely wrong. The 26-year-old was at home when numerous agents entered his apartment Wednesday, and he turned over his device to authorities, the sources said, adding that Copland has not been arrested or charged yet. The source said it is not clear if Copland or Polymarket are targets of an investigation. New phone, who dis? Copland posted on X following the raid. Polymarket, which Copland founded in 2020, has recently been the subject of intense debate and scrutiny over its creation of election betting markets. The company brought in more than $3.6 billion from placed bets on the presidential election, including $1.5 billion on Trump and $1 billion on Kamala Harris, according to NBC News analysis. Speculation has swirled around the identity of major bettors who wagered on Trump and whether or not the odds and existence of the markets could have had an effect on voters. So, see, they're trying to leverage this into somehow this voting market affected the election. The FBI is absolutely terrified. Matt Gaetz has been appointed as the Attorney General of the United States. He has to still be confirmed by the Senate. I do think that is going to happen. Very rarely are presidential appointments not confirmed by the Senate or the House, including the Supreme Court. So what we have here is what people are speculating is another coup, another Russian dossier, another fake news popcorn fart that they're going to try to use to interfere with Donald Trump's next presidency, is the speculation. Copland has continuously defended the site as nonpartisan, blaming the Biden administration and recent Democrat loss as reasoning for the raid. It's discouraging. This is his quote on X. It's discouraging that the current administration would seek a last-ditch effort to go after companies they deem to be associated with political opponents. Polymarket has provided value to tens of millions of people this election cycle while causing harm to nobody. In a statement, a Polymarket spokesman said to NBC News, "This is obvious political retribution by the outgoing administration against Polymarket for providing market that correctly called the 2024 election. Polymarket is fully transparent prediction market that helps everyday people understand the events that matter most to them, including elections. We charge no fees, no trading positions, and allow observers from around the world to analyze all market data as a public good. We look forward to standing up for ourselves and our community and continuing to help every day people understand important world, so people can understand important world events." Okay, that is what NBC is reporting, and the tone is a little bit concerning. Now, we don't know anything yet. He hasn't been charged with any crime, but we're gonna know something if contents of his phone begin to get leaked to the press. And based on what those contents are, we are going to know whether or not this is a political witch hunt or this is legitimate. Perhaps there was some manipulation of the betting market in order to fatten his own pockets. We have seen it before with young billion-dollar companies ran by young entrepreneurs. Mr. Copland is only 26 years old. There are some very strict and real regulations regarding online betting. We will see how all of this plays out. It's either a criminal act or the government overreaching, which they tend to do and have done in the past. Listen, hit that like button, subscribe to this video, share it with your friends. Don't forget to tune in every night, Monday through Friday, Eastern Standard Time at 8 p.m. We are live.